What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? All hail to the motherfucking Gray Skull. Gray Skull in the building. Last night, um, let's see here. Last night, last night was fun. I enjoy it. It's been a great time, and shouts out to the advisor once again. And we got our segments out the way. We resolved the issue. We took a responsibility on our daily news. I'm still give y'all some new screenshots. I'm gonna do something totally different, and I'll be watching you niggas talking dumb shit. But yeah, last night was fun, and but yesterday, I won't explain what happened. I don't apologize to the captain. I fell asleep, man. I had to take a shower, man. It was around the afternoon. Fell asleep. I couldn't, just get up because I didn't know y'all had something planned. But normally I'm just like drained, and I had to wash my ass, man. So y'all gotta please forgive me on that. But I already knew the bullshit was coming. So from last week, but enough of last week. Left from last Friday. It's gonna be a better week this week because I feel like tomorrow we'll talk about communitarianism. We'll talk about it extensively. We're gonna go back to the research, and I got a mic to show y'all that I've loved using so much. It's my fight fine right here, like from the last text screen. What's going on, Wacky? Salute, salute, shalom. And I showed this with the quadcast. And I want to explain you about this dynamic USB for a minute because I've seen a lot of dynamic mics recently that's inspired by this mic, and I'll let y'all know that beacon that looks like a Shure SM7B. The reason they taken this template, and this is not like the Shure type. This has got like the shock mount and the gain knob, right? They got it from the Fight Fine thing because they had it first. A lot of people try to say, "What about the Samsung and all that?" That they don't count. Those are combo XLR and USB. Those will count. We talking about standalone dynamic USB mics, and this kind of killed it last year. And it costs like $120. It's 119. It's 119 for the price in the companies, but it's 110 in Canada. It's 110. You can order this in their company stock in Chinese. It's a Chinese company, and but you can get it in Canada, US. But you also can get this at Amazon the same price in both countries. Believe you won't see this in Best Buy. You will not see this in Target. You will not see this in Walmart. And the reason you won't, it's like a budget dynamic, but it's a good dynamic mic. This is a workhorse. This is like one I use. I love this mic. And there's another mic called the Deity VO. It's a Deity VO7U or some shit, right? This is a new mic, the new Deity mic they got. This is another one inspired by this. See, this is where when people were sitting home for 2 years, that's when the dynamic thing was coming in. What's going on, man? What's going on, Joe? Yeah, man. That's the thing. But we'll talk about that later. We're gonna talk about last night. Last night I enjoyed the show. My presentation was good. I gotta see the replay of that shit. And shouts out to the advisor. I might see it today because I got some time because I'll focus on the content tomorrow and then talk about Thursday thrills with the analytics. Shout out to Real Deal Financial. And then yes, I'm gonna show my analytics why I left. There's a reason why it took a dip, and I'm gonna explain it thoroughly video by video. And sometimes it went missing in data, and it happens. You can fall off the algorithm like that. A lot of people try to say your channel was dead. Technically, it was not dead. It's just I was inactive for at least 6 years. I was inactive 6 years. I'll say like well, actually 5 years because 2020, but 2021 I was active. I came back after 6 years. I'll say 5 years inactive from 15 to 20. I was inactive. I'll say it like that because I wasn't doing content at the time. I was around on YouTube, but I just wasn't broadcasting like that. So yeah, we had a good show. We addressed the issue with Third, over at Juan G's. He could have addressed him on his birthday, but it was his birthday and he told him happy birthday. Then he saw the captain on the panel, Oni the ghost, right? And that situation is dead. And I know people gonna ask, "Oh, y'all go break up? Oh, the villain." I'm like, no, we good. We're good. We addressed that finally. And the reason I brought those screenshots that we wasn't bullshitting. We wasn't bullshitting. I got it on point. So we already know the individuals was asking questions. We chin checked them on that day, and we told them stay out of it. And I addressed that Sunday. And the reason I addressed it Sunday as well, I already said what I said on BMT. I said, yeah, I'm gonna focus on the content, but when trouble finds you, they always try to fuck with you. So you ain't gonna see me on a lot of panels over there with certain individuals. So we already know what time it is because you got apparently a fuck nigga who wants to troll me, but fuck him too. But his name won't be mentioned on this channel no more. He's a sensitive little bitch, and that's the last time I'll address that nigga. Fuck that nigga. But anyways, ain't no apologies over here. This is 2022, so I'm moving forward. So we good. We ain't gonna speak. If I see him on the panel, I'm dipping out of the chat. I'm not gonna argue with the nigga. I'm just not gonna watch that content. I'm letting niggas know if you're sensitive and y'all can't handle my subliminal shot roast jokes, don't even respond to me. I'm warning anybody that's on that tip. I'm gonna roast who the fuck I want. If you're a fanatic, get out the chat. Y'all niggas is hoes, man. Y'all soft, man. AM deserves to get roasted. KS, all them niggas deserve to get roasted. But I'm not gonna put their titles in the name and give them recognition. I'm being disrespectful subliminally. And they love subliminal. They love circles. These niggas that we talk about, they love circles. I don't take these dudes seriously, bro. I don't even think about y'all when I turn this off. I just think about my content. I say what I say and get the fuck up out of here. But that's normally what I do. A lot of people say I don't go outside. Nigga, I go outside. Don't worry about me going outside. That's some gay shit. Another man like that is on some hoe shit, some homo shit. I move around. Yeah, I'm outside back here, but I can also can go up there on the street where the park where my neighborhood is and show y'all I can do that as well. This is nothing, bro. Y'all on some bullshit when y'all think I can't go anywhere. Nigga, I can go anywhere I want. Like y'all niggas is hoes, man. And part of the reason why we do those shows on the advisor shit to give you different range of content. That's why I love his content so much. Very appreciated what he's done. So the group is doing well. We're gonna be all right. Ain't gonna be no ambushes on my shit. Yes, I ain't afraid to drop the link in the chat. But if you try to derail, I'm gonna knock your ass off the panel. I'm not playing this shit. Like, I'm tired of that shit, bruh. Keep that bullshit to yourself. Get your annoying ass off my panels. Like, I'm chin checking people from now on because if I say I don't get checked, no, nigga, you gonna get checked. That goes for anybody. You ain't above approach. And shouts out to DJ Cuda for did what he did. It was funny as hell what he did, old boy. And see, this is why I don't go on his panels no more. The fuckery, man. And that's one of the reasons I question the content. Like I told him to leave that Mansfield shit alone, but he ain't gonna listen. I just let people be. That's how I am. If you wondering what I was going, I was over here with the villains being who we are. We're doing content over here. We're not beefing, and you niggas is delusional. I need to cut that weirdo, retarded ass incel shit off. You already been marked as terrorists. So I'm done addressing you niggas over there, but I'm just saying, you niggas is bitches in real life. That's why I don't really take y'all seriously. I just don't. That's why I ain't gonna respond and make no jokes because y'all sensitive little bitches. That's what you are. This is why the females laugh at y'all, man. This is why I question everybody's character. We'll talk about the tech in a minute because I just want to air this out for individuals that have problems with me. My content is not for everybody. It will not be for everybody. And I just learned to accept that. And shouts out to BMT once again for reminding me of that. Yes, I already know what my content is. I've figured what audience I got. And I learned to accept it. But I'm still gonna throw shots at AM. I don't care what nobody say. See, niggas that be nut riders for him is a problem. Y'all gonna learn that he don't like none of you niggas. And when Dre plays that clip, if you they don't care if you cool with Kevin. If you go against marriage, he said you go against marriage, you're a fucking hypocrite. That's why you got a lot of niggas in the space I mean, their spaces, not our space. We got our own space called the villain sector, villain sphere. We fuck what we fuck with. We're not a manosphere group. We don't fuck with you niggas like that. We had our own Discord and shit. Even though they gonna have an update on the 28th about the rules and things like that, similar to YouTube. I'm good on that. I'll probably talk to the fellas about that. Terms of service. They always do that shit. No one cares. People break rules all the time. They wasting their time and shit. But yeah, I'm not gonna speak on that Russia Ukraine. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna save that for uh next week. Why it's been going on. So apparently you got people over there fighting for freedom. So what you have is last night, I think the advisor had he had a copyright strike. And it happens. I mean, I had copyright claim and they can remove the video. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's a copyright claim. They claim your shit. Sometimes it's the YouTuber. See, that's why I always use fair use. Have the fair use thing and people understand what you're doing on a stream yard and they know what you're doing. See, reaction videos, they said they ain't playing. No, it's the reaction videos. You just can't do what you want to do. What happens with reaction videos, that community is dead. So YouTube is finished. We already know it's going down the toilet. Nobody's fucking with the site in the future. And I'm telling you, Rumble's the future. The terms served don't mean shit. As long as you don't be disrespectful and you do what you do. And I'm probably going to invest in Rumble in the future. That's probably my next move. So you're going to see that. And you're going to be surprised if it does that. I'm not worried by YouTube like that. YouTube is just a site that you can just pitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that shit. Cause I was thinking about Rumble in the future. I said I want to see if they upgrade their shit. I mean, I can, but I need another computer so I can process it and I can just go over there. There's other stream decks you can use, like, you know. But speaking of that, I mean, enough of that. Yeah, I want to get to the importance part of the piece of this stream right here. I use this mic and I got this I'll say 2 years ago. Was gone, Ronan, salute, salute. Morning. I got this not too I got this 2 months ago. You know, the red one I showed y'all was the Quadcast. That was the first one that had the internal pop filter, had the shock mount, it had a nice threading, right? It can fit on any stand, universal, right? This one is somewhat like that, but you get a threading. You get a female threading with this. You still get the knob and things like that. Yeah, it will be War Master. What's going on, man? And I say this right here, I love using this. Yeah, it's a dynamic USB. It does block a little noise, but it's a cardioid, you know. But there's this one I saw recently, the what you call it, the deity. It's a super cardioid one. It costs like 169 when you get the stand. The white one is available. If you get the black one with the boom arm, it's like $200, like 199. So I was looking at that. I said to myself, I said, you know what? That's a good mic. And I said to myself, you know, all of them, see, they inspired by this Fifine K658 right here. And you actually see this dial. It's a blacker microphone. So it's a dark microphone sounding. It's got the warmth, breath talking to, but I do got the 9U with the XLR. I'm looking for an interface probably this month. And once I get into it, good morning, Lady Love. Salute, salute. When I look for that interface, it's that Behringer. It's compatible with my Chromebook. I looked up some interfaces that's compatible with my laptop and things like that. It'll work. I'll test running and things like that to see what works. I'm gonna keep it though, because that's the one I'm gonna keep for a while, and then I'll upgrade to an interface. Try to get the pod track that my man Gino got. See first, I gotta see some videos if it's compatible with it, or it does take pro. You know, because when you do streams like StreamYards, it's good. It's okay to use those and process it in post because it's weird when you do. Because if you got combo mics like my Q2Us and 9Us. Those are my go-tos on Samsung, but I'll eventually get um another one by itself. It's gonna be a condenser, so it is what it is. So after that, but this right here is my workhorse. The ones you be hearing me doing streams, like my Thursday thrills, my Wednesday streams of the last 2 months, I would say February, January. Oh, well, I actually got this 3 months ago. My fault. 3 months ago in December. My fault. I got this last year, early December. And I wanted this mic, and I knew when this came out. I could have got this in November when it came out. And then it had a cheaper price. It was in the $60 range. I should have had this mic and realized this is my workhorse. I wouldn't have got the Yeti Pro. But when I got this mic, that was it. Didn't want to buy nothing else. I'm still gonna keep this mic because this is my workhorse right here. So eventually, I thought about the deity. That's gonna be my birthday present. I'll think about it because of super cardioid. If I use that as my workhorse, I'm gonna switch this to my Sunday madness. And I switch different mics time to time, but then I can use the Samsung 9U and the Q2U on panels. So I can learn about interfacing and pre-records. I don't know, man. I just love pre-records for some reason. I love broadcasting myself and my messages and things like that. So I'm getting into the podcast field and understanding the mini podcast field that I'm into with my content. So I like to report the news of the fuckery sometimes, what these niggas do. Then we talk about current events, talk about everybody, talk about the fuckery with the white boys doing fuckery. That's what the Utah segment was last night, and I love it. I gotta see the replay. See, Dre's doing something good for us. And then we make fun of everybody. We don't just make fun of niggas all day. We get tired of that after a while. That shit gets played out. It's cool, but we gotta get away from this left and right shit. We just gotta talk about people how dumb they sound. That's why I like Cerulean sometimes. Cerulean has a fair point of view. Dre, give me some ideas. So, but this coming up Thursday, it'll be Thursday Thrills, but when spring comes, that's the last time you're gonna see that. And I'm gonna call it something else Thursdays. I'm gonna find that picture and just be like that. We here. Might use the Q2U for that stream for Thursday nights. I might use that if I get that interface. I mean, hey, I'm on board with that shit. But this mic right here is my workhorse. This is for like Thursday thrills, my content, and that's it. Or the independent thinking series. And the summer comes around, you're not gonna see it until probably the fall and the spring again. So I like that series. I'm gonna invest in that. It's a Tuesday series. It was a Monday series, but before Dre took the spot, I said, you know what? It's gonna be a Tuesday stream series. Rather do that because the Wednesdays my stream. I stream every Wednesday. Nobody streams on Wednesday because everybody's inconsistent. Because Wednesday's my actual content. I don't get much, so you're gonna get the meats and potatoes in that, and I stick with that. Wednesdays is always gonna be my days. Uh, Thursday's always gonna be my day. I don't come in a different time. The testimony streams. I'll use certain screenshots that people tell me. So I want good screenshots. If it's a good conversation of a stream, I'll pick one and we'll talk about it. It has to be a good topic though. I gotta pick a stream for y'all. It could be black space or white space. It could be anything. But it's a screenshot that's very telling. So we're gonna see how that show's gonna work. I don't know if I may call it that. I was gonna think about calling it Holy Testimonies. I said, you know what? I may call it something else besides that. I want to say with screenshots, we're gonna call it the Thursday news segment. We're gonna say, if I do a lot of screenshots, we're gonna talk about certain people, what they're doing in the chat rooms. I won't do that. It's gonna be called the Thursday. We'll call it the Thursday News Talk. I'm gonna call it TNT. I'm gonna call it that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it that because it needs a name. I wanted the Holy Testimonies, but I said, yeah, it's cool, but I don't have the gear. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick to broadcast. I'm gonna stick to what I know, and it's good. I'm gonna use screenshots. And here's why I'm gonna do this. This Thursday in the spring. This is only for the spring. I'll bring back Thursday Thrills in the summer from winter. Summer from winter is Thursday Thrills. I'll bring it back in the summer. Same time as always. Um, Not gonna do marathons on it. And then I will do the Thursday mornings in the summer in August. I'm gonna call it something. Cause I gotta get a name for that. But the one for the spring is gonna call Thursday. I'll say TNS, Thursday news segment. I'll say the daily Thursdays. I won't call it daily Thursdays. Might call it daily Thursdays of black spaces. I won't say the daily of. I'll say daily of sectors, particularly black sectors. We're gonna talk about all sectors of YouTube. We're gonna say daily. I won't call it the daily Thursdays. I'll say the daily Thursday news. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. DTN. And then you'll read the description on the playlist. That's gonna be every spring, by the way. So mid March from June, early June, when the summer hits. We're gonna have these until June, right? And then we're gonna cut it off and bring back Thursday Thrills. We won't do it that way. Cause that way, if I'm still around, if I am around, that's gonna be my segment. I'm gonna use screenshots, just the obvious, like I do on the daily news, the daily, news. I want key screenshots that are important. And I'm gonna pick the screenshots. I'm gonna hold the rest back, add some more Thursday because I want to keep the ones I'm gonna use, and it's gonna be fun, man. Like that's the thing. But we'll do that for that Thursday. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure the Thursday's gonna be fine. So it's gonna be semi fuckery, but we're gonna see why people say what they said to certain individuals and spell it out on streams. And just look at the content they talk about. We're gonna post their title of their stream. Key screenshots I'm gonna look for is the cash apps. And they're gonna be talked about. It'd be the people who I'm subscribed to. And maybe some different content creators. I may try to piece what they're talking about. And it is what it is. It's just screenshots. So they can't get mad because it's my screenshots that I'm gonna use. But yeah, that's you want content, I can give you that. And it is original. So they can't really copy strike that or anything. So I got a screenshot of that. Nobody can say nothing. Not only on the live stream, it's a screenshot. I got the evidence. Niggas gonna get mad. I just look at the comment section. And then we move it right along. And then we're gonna talk about it. And it's gonna start for like 50 minutes and then I'll open it up and see what you think. And it's gonna turn into a subject matter, you know. But we ain't gonna talk about KS. That's the one rule. We're not gonna talk about him. He's irrelevant. You let him be who he is. We're not gonna talk about certain individuals. To stick to the topic. I might not even go to those streets if they talk about KS. We're gonna talk about the obvious gender topics that I can't stand. So we're gonna. I'll get some females on the panel too. we gotta have somebody like that. But if I don't want no dudes to be arguing, then we're gonna have a structural conversation. Because I don't do something with that Thursday. I gotta do something. I gotta do something because Thursday thrills is too much. Cut back those in the spring. See, in the winter is when you want some shit like that. That's what I'm known for. Thursday talks. We can talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Sunday Madness is my everything, everything. Because I stick with that content and I stick with it because people watch what I say Sunday. Because Sunday is my day that I picked, and that's the days I'm gonna do things like that. So this workhorse is gonna be in effect. So once you have this workhorse, man, like if you're beginning in USBs and dynamics and stuff, this is a good one for a good price. In Canada it's 110, but this one will be in the US is 119. It costs you it costs you 120. I paid $123 by myself with their website on Fight Find. You can find this on Amazon, the same prices. It's on Amazon in their company. It's not much. It's not in Best Buy yet. But if this was in Best Buy, you can get it off $123, same price, 119. It's reasonable. They say it's a budget dynamic, but it's good. It's a good workhorse. It comes with that tripod stand, but you got to get an arm for it. So I have the gator stand that you can pull. It's like a boom stand, a telescope stand. I use that. The RGB lightings on the back, you can mute it off. You don't need no software. This is like you can just plug it in, you go, and you're good. It's a C type USB with the USB A charge. It's not C to C. So yeah, I could have showed you the Samsung. That's what I used last Sunday. I used the Samsung with the roll off and the options. I want the XLR and the interface for that. I might have to buy me an XLR cable if I ever find one for that. But I'm gonna try one for the Q2U first, and then I'll see what I can do with the other one. So yeah, I need another XLR cable. But I want the one with Juan G's got, the Audio Technica 200X. I want that one. That's the one I want to try to get. It's got that XLR, I can say the USBs be on panels with that. USB to C, I don't use that instead of the USB to A. Think about it. Think about it. Those are the mics that I want. I want that one, and then I want that Bumblebee for my pre-recording. The Bumblebee too. I like the customization of the headphone lighting and all that. That's what I'm gonna use. I might use that on panels. I might use that for my pre-records. I like the Quadcast. Don't get me wrong. It's my go-to. If I start fucking around and just keep it Quadcasty, you'll see that mic on that stand. So those are my go-tos. And then I want the Bumblebee. Those are my two mics that I got. Everything else is pre-record related. So yeah, I'm showing you a microphone. Yeah, I use a microphone on my content. I was a headset guy. I used to have a headphone jacks Turtle Beach when I was on the third shift. This is the HyperX one. This is the Cloud Stinger. So I couldn't use it. Now I did use it on the Quadcast on its the red one. And then I used to plug it in and didn't use this. You'd be surprised, man. So yeah, I got the headsets on, so talking to y'all. But if I had the other microphone that's a lavalier plugged to the phone, oh y'all niggas would be tripping. A lapel mic, they would say. But yeah, I use microphones for my content. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You're talking to the people because once you talk about on a live stream, you're live. Shouts out to Nick Taylor, man. I saw that same interview that he saw with Mike DeGaudio and Audio Haze. Classic. I seen the one with Banjo. I'm subscribed to Podcastage and Audio Haze. I subscribed to Audio Haze first, and then It was Dark Corner Studios for first, then Audio Haze and Pocket. I watched their reviews. They have good criticisms with certain microphones, and like the ones they got. And Mike the is cool. He did a string. He did one about the Mackie Mcaster mixer. That's a good one too. I like that mixer too. I was thinking about getting that as well, and get the Mackie microphone or go with it. I was thinking about that as well. That's something, a condenser I would like. Yeah, that's something I would. That would be my last condenser. It's gonna be XLR. That's gonna be that one, and that mixer to go with it. Man, that's, y'all don't know, man. The Mcaster Live. It's the shit. When I saw he did a review on that shit, the voice changing, oh shit, that, yeah, I fuck with that mixer. I fucks with that mixer. See, I already know about the audio game. I already know about tech and shit. I'm on play around with content. Because if I think about a second channel, I need something like that, a mixer. Not get the pro version, the pod track, I already know what things to get. So it works for me. That's it on my gear. So I'm good for now. I use the same stuff and I just move on as my workhorse. And you get busy with your content. I ain't buying nothing else after that. They said they got all these fancy microphones. Well, ain't nothing wrong. It's content, man. It's content. Motherfuckers want to cry about shit. Get you a mic and shut up. Shut everybody up. And I appreciate that. Lots of Kuda got him into mics. No, he didn't. I should have had been into this since years ago. He just gave me a presentation of what media is. I'll give him that. I'll tell you one thing Kuda would gave me is the media presentation, how to deal with people, long marathon streams. I was looking at his old streams. That's what he gave me. He didn't teach me that. He gave me the ideas though. That's it. I just put in the work. So I'm a content creator. He can't tell me where to move or whatever. We're peers. And first of all, I've been doing it longer than him. Getting views like that, pre-records. And second, if he's been on here the longest I have since my old channel, he understands that YouTube was prior what it was. I'll say the '05 from the 2012 days. See, 2012, after 2012, that's when shit went loose. And why I say the smartphone era. See, when tech was something, it was something back then. But now it's like it's diluted because people want to be something else. So I don't care about that hip hop shit, I don't care about that rap shit like that. That shit's dead to me. But when you talk about actual tech and actual gear like I have, you can ask, this is a good microphone. And I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it's a good dynamic, but it has its little weaknesses and things like that. You can turn the gain knob to like 70 to 100, no clipping. It has a little plosives, but if you talk to a certain distance, you're good. It's got a inside internal pop filter, and it's got a nice windscreen. But here's a fun fact about this: you don't have to use this shock mount. You can use another shock mount from another micro from Obscure Mics. You got to watch this video. He tell you that fits with this as well. And another thing, the Shure SM7V can fit on this as well to replace this windscreen. That's a fun fact, and it's been shown by many tech reviews I've seen. So yeah, it's a nice windscreen. You get your distance. It's this mic I got. It's called a Fifine K658. Just look it up. It's a dynamic USB. I was the first one last year that was popularized at the time. See, this year you got Deity, you got Beacon with its own little mixer. A lot of people can't stand Beacon. They like Deity better because it's super cardioid. That's why they fall in love with that polar pattern. And then you got other ones. See, the combos with the USB and the XLR, they don't count. We talking about actual dynamic USBs by itself. See, they throw it around loosely last year. No, because Fifine killed it. Became a good budget market. People was good with their budget on it. But see, now you got mics that are like 180. costs 169, going to 170 to 184 in tax if you live in Georgia. You got some mics cost $200 less when you get the whole kit. It's lesser than the Beacon. The Beacon's 280. That's the highest dynamic USB you're gonna get. And another one you get is a software that I got. It's called the Razer V2 Pro. To me, I'll tell you about my experience with that mic is it's good out the box, but the thing is you need software to tweak the background noise. So it's a little faulty, but that's Razer for you. A lot of people don't like that. It's a good mic, but it's good for pre-records. If you do some things, it don't pick up a lot of noise. I've used it on Sunday Madness a few times, and it's a decent mic. It's good on any stand, no problems. But that's gonna be my pre-record mic from now on for dynamic builds and shit like that. If I had a software computer like a Windows or some shit, I could tweak some of the settings on it. So yeah, the Razer V2 Pro is a good one. It's better than the Elgato in price, same price, but the Elgato's a condenser, so comparing them two is ridiculous. I mean, Elgato is super quiet, but it picks up a little noise. It's condenser, but the Razer is better. It's got a better features, but Elgato's got a good software. Razer's probably good too. They're really equal. It reminds me of Elgato software. So I don't like software microphones. And I forgot another dynamic USB. It's called PreSonus. It looks like the Revelator, but it's a dynamic Revelator with a lot of software saw recently. It looks like the PD70. That's another good one. And if you have a software like Windows and work with the sounds and broadcasting voice and it's dynamic, that's a good one. Only drawback is the software. See, that turned me off about PreSonus. PreSonus is cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the PD7. That's the one I like with XLR. That's the one I like, to be honest with you. I don't need the software. And the reason you see in these software-driven dynamic USB microphones is because they're trying to put the XLR ones out of business. They're trying to, since they're making computers and laptops USB driven and compacted so you can carry. Because I'll tell you what laptops are used to. Laptops are made to travel. If you're selling tickets, cars, sports, information, anything, it, it's data. It's business data, like cloud computing, all that. It's on the laptop. There is some computers that do have USBs on the back of them. I saw one on a tech review, and then you have the computer. The monitor. They have the plugins, and then they have the actual computers. A lot of people build a supercomputer. It's cool, but 9 out of 10, you don't need that. That's just for if you want to do a nice setup. But I wouldn't recommend it unless you're really serious about. It's not just about podcasts, but if you're into tech and you like to save shit, that's a hard drive. Some hard drives are good. My dad used a lot of hard drives for years. I'll never forget a story. He had so many, it ain't even funny. But I wouldn't waste my time trying to invest in that. So yeah, I mean, it's a good times we're in. So what's going on, Toya, the ultimate tutorer? What's going on? What's going on, Absalom Pionki TV? He said say no to the blue Yeti. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, some people like the Rodecaster Pro and all that stuff. I was missing the comments. I ain't see y'all shit. Yeah, it's one of the best. It's one of the best in the business. Some people label it as C class, but everybody's got their opinions on it. He said Yetis is for beginner myself. Yeah, Yetis are good for pre-records. The drawback with those, they pick up a lot of noise. That's what's wrong with Blue though. Blue's got XLR mics better than that. You can learn that uh very well, tweaking better interfaces. But heard some people use the Yeti. Any thoughts? Oh, my thoughts of it. It's what ruined YouTube is those Yetis. Yetis were standard at the time in 2011, all the way up to Couple of years they had competition, and the HyperX kind of challenged it. It's a quieter microphone. I've used the my first condenser with a polar pattern was a HyperX Quadcast in the red one, not the one with the RGB lighting. That has Windows software with the color changing and all that. You can get that on Google and just download the thing like that. But I ain't gonna waste my money on that. I'm not gonna waste no app on that. Too much space. I rather have a microphone that's already, you know, I don't need all that RGB because I'm not using them for gaming. I'm just using it for StreamYards. Semi-professional, but then I got some that's quality professional like Samsung. It goes both ways with the combos. But anyways, yeah, most people in all YouTube, black spaces to white spaces still use Yetis. I've noticed that. I had a screenshot of this Asian dude named David Lockheed. He was on Ramil's panel. He used a Yeti. Black Man Travels uses a Yeti. Ramil uses a Yeti. There's another guy, Big J Triple X uses a Yeti. Several other guys use Yetis. It's just what it is. I think people love the mics. There's some people from the roast slash beast sectors use Yetis. They be screaming loud on mics, turning their fucking gain up. Don't know the etiquette how to talk from the top, and they just point at them in the mouth and flip it on omnidirectional. You gotta the best way to use that mic, use the cardioid. That looks like a heart shape. That's how you use that, and then lean it up forward and talk right through it. And the best stand you want is those tall stands. Some people use boom arms. I don't recommend it. Just get the tall stand and just sit still. But if you want to use those scissor boom arms, it's better. I'd rather see that standing up. Some people flip it upside down and talk about. And I forgot another person. What's her name? Chantel Simone. She uses a Yeti on a Yeti caster. I saw that. So yeah, it's several people use Yetis, so to speak. So the answer to APTV's question, Absalom Pianki TV's question, they use that. And the reason being, I feel like when you use those mics, it is a beginner's mic in the beginning. There's other condenser mics came before it. That was one polar pattern. When Blue decided to make multipolar patterns, that's when you see a lot of microphones copy it, like the Fifine, for example, with their little brands. They have one that it costs, it's like 83 something, like it's K something 83 with the boom arm and the windscreen. But when they made this in 2021, this put them on the heat with the dynamic USB. They're trying to, if they go XLR with this or any of it, I think they still gonna make dynamic USBs for the marketed for the consumer. But if they do go XLR, they're gonna have to make it professional. And it's kind of like what you have, what you've seen. But Absalon, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's for beginners. That's all it is. He said, I hate the sound of the Blue Yeti. You have to buy the right mic for your voice. He said, DJ Kuda. Yeah, not only that, it's what's voice to suit you. And I was shouts at the other reviews that I like. What's their names? Podcastage, Audio Haze, Dark Corner Studios, shouts them out, and Mike DeGaudio. Yeah. Every voice is different. What matches your voice. And sometimes they don't always have to be that. It's just you gotta have the presence with those mics too. You gotta have the right interfaces, the right the speakers and headsets, and you'll be on your way. I like the Electro voices, to be honest with you. Quiet as kept. I love those. I'm trying to save my money to get one of those. I like the RE 27 ND. I like that one, and I like the RE 20. Those are good voices for me because I have a bright, dark voice at the same time. So I'm both. I'm kind of rough on the edges. I'm learning about myself with certain microphones and past roll-offs. But the handhelds, I love that Q2U. I don't know what it is. I love that mic. I was wrong about it. It's reasonable. Gets me into the XLR game. So that's why I got the 9U. I only use that for pre-records or Sunday Madness. I don't start using that. That's the mic that I like using. So I'm keeping the ones I'm getting. And my next mic will be a dynamic USB. I'm gonna try that deity. If I like that shit, that's it. I'm gonna stick with my XLRs that I got. But the one, if I want it by itself, will be the PD-70. I like the PreSonus. I like the dark microphone taste. Take that, but I ain't getting no stress from 70. No, I don't care. Everybody's got those. I'm gonna be different. That mic's a workhorse. You can work the best way if you get a better interface. You don't need a Fed head and a cloud lift. A lot of people say you do, but technically you don't. Get a better interface that can go over 60 dB or over in game. Yeah, you need a better interface. Mike DeGaudio, when I was watching his shit, he said you need a better interface for that. You don't have to. That's because he did a review on it with the Electro Voice and that. Now you got the Acid stuff. He did a lot of good reviews. And there's this one Lewitt that he likes that has the XLR, the new Lewitt. I don't like that mic, to be honest with you. It's cool, but only drawback, it's not even worth that. I like the mixers and everything. I like the little things they have. That's gonna be everybody's go-to choice, but I just don't like that microphone for some reason. It's just Lewitt, you gotta do better than that. I like their handheld condenser with the XLR. I like the other Lewitt that Bandrew had. I like that one. But that one that's expensive, they got like 3,500 or 3,500 or something like that. I can't fuck with that. Nice setups, nice little XLR base setup like the mixer. Nice setup, but it ain't for me. That's something I wouldn't, But the pop filter comes off and put it back together. He did a review on that. I saw his first, Booth Junkies first, and then there's another microphone. It's just what they are, man. I mean, I don't mind collecting a few mics, that's it, but I'm not gonna collect them all. I'm just gonna get a few interfaces that's gonna work with the ones I got. But I'm gonna work on get the Behringer, test my first one, keep that one for pre-records or something or live stream. But then I won't get the pod track. I'm gonna stick to what the budget I can afford, but I ain't gonna get no Caster Pro. That's like studio. You gotta have a lot of people that it's a good workhorse, but I wouldn't use that for as a beginner. But always use something that's gonna help you. I'm learning about interfaces, what works. There's a lot of good interfaces out there. And what's the one that Mike the guy said he told Audio Hayes is something like RME or something like that. He said he trusts them. Never fails. See, he knows what he's doing. He's got like 12 stacked together in the studio he made. And I said to myself, this boy knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a voice actor. That's what you do. That's what happens when you have a lot of gear. Use it. Yeah, we talking about gas in this segment. But anyways, when I look at when I talk about gas, numbers going up and down, people's in and out, they watching go pee and things like that. I noticed something. A lot of people don't talk about tech this much. I mean, me and him talk about it, but his tech is based off media and podcasting. Kuda's podcast is different. He deals with the rap and the silly shit that you see on day. That's his thing. Shouts out to him anyway. No disrespect. But that's his thing. But I like tech. I've always had tech stuff. I've always had headsets, video games, and shit like that all day. But when you get me into actual content creation, I do this shit. This is my fucking lane right here. He just enhanced it for me. See, I should have gotten the microphones years ago. I've touched the microphone on a stage in the church lock-in years ago. It was dynamic. Looked like one of those microphones like you see from Shears. I actually touched one of those. It's cool shits. But when you talk about these, this is modern now. So I never would have thought I was gonna get mics last year. When I got that Quadcast, man, I'm happy with that microphone. And it still works. It's just, it's replaceable and things like that. But I love the red one. As long as I take care of it and take care of its cord, they ain't go anywhere. But that's gonna be my pre-record microphone from now on. But it's a panel mic as well. I can switch up, but that Bumblebee is the one I really want. That's the one I really want. I'm gonna test it. If I like the shit, I'm gonna let y'all know. That's a good microphone. Might use it on the panel. May never know. because I got different headsets. I got the Samsung, the over here, the sound testing for XLRs and stuff. I got their little headset. Cost me a good price, like 40 something dollars, about 42, $43. It's 39 the price. I like those. But there's other studio headphones I would have got. It costs like 200 and 400. See, headphones is expensive. I was gonna get the Bose and I was gonna get the ones that you can do monitoring. See, I'm gonna get into that from the studio. I'm gonna get those headphones as well. It's a lot of good headphones out there. So I'm a headphone guy. See, I know tech. This is nothing. This you can use this outside and talk to people. So tech ain't don't bother me. Next thing you know, the camera setting is gonna come. Camera setting's gonna come. I'm just using y'all on the phone right now, but if I had the camera setting, it's over. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the content is more valuable, man. Um, I stick to news related topics, politics. I look at current events through it, the money, the military, people's reactions, crazy thoughts, what people are thinking, talk a little gear there and there. What's trending? I don't like trends, but I talk about trends, how silly they are. Some of them are decent. You know, Kuda talks about trends all the time. I don't care for trends. I just laugh at certain trends are silly and certain people shouldn't follow them because they got some false merit. And I like to critique trends. I don't say it like that. I love critiquing trends. So when you start talking about actual gear, you get into it. But I appreciate y'all, man. I had 10 people, I had like 12 people in here. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. And it's nothing wrong, but I got my workhorse right here. If y'all see me talking rough on here, it's this microphone right here doing all the work. From Tuesday, from Thursdays, every other Tuesday, Wednesday, and every Thursdays is this microphone right here. My Sunday mic is the Samsung 9 Q2U when I talk with BMT. That's a good microphone. I was using USB, but eventually I'm gonna buy XLR cable so I can get that Behringer. And now I get another XLR interface too, because I got to see some reviews to see what works with my computer in there. I'm getting another computer eventually. If I get a studio, I'll think about it and just have a different account on YouTube. So I'll see how that works. So, you know, like a business or whatever. So I'm thinking about something. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. I know it's 10:17, so you know I'm out here because I can end this anytime right now. So I started at 9. It's a good ass hour. So sit down and talk to y'all for a minute. Oh, sit down. I was looking at the trash. I was looking at the trash and the sun was bouncing around a little bit wacky. He said, "What were you a lot?" Oh, it's yeah. I was looking at that. I was looking at that. But yeah, let me show y'all the color of this thing. Hold on. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Yep, in a dress. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A regular PC is yeah, War Master, that shit, yeah, he likes that crapple shit. Apple, I know what you're talking about, but Dre loves that he's in Japan. So, yeah. I've seen a lot of good PCs online on YouTube. I gotta see some YouTube videos on Apple, not Apple, but other PCs on other brands you could build. That shit is awesome. You just start building and you gotta make sure the guts is right and certain wires and stuff. My dad used to build computers for years, like Windows and things like that. You can go there. Windows is on a ball. Them African parts overseas. Peace and power. What's going on, Non Swirl Zone? What's going on, man? And yeah, man, got my little workhorse right here. Getting into the XLR thing, man. Learned about it, watching guys like Mike, um, podcastage. If you want to get into it, it's a big space. I like doing news related content with certain microphones, but it's cool. I've used headsets when I started out with this shit, and it gets better, man. And people can use what the fuck they want. I've been using laptop mics for years. Yeah, he's in Japan. You gotta tell him that. He gonna argue with you. People forget that's important to have a strong computer, especially a strong desktop, to make good quality content. Exactly, Wacky. That's true. And I love that type of content, man. That takes me old pre because I was thinking about that too. If I had a studio, that's one I will invest in. Almost 20 years. Yes, yeah. See, Wacky knows what I'm talking about. I see my dad been doing it from over 20 years, about 30 some years. He got old shit that I can use. If I have a studio one day, I can do that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's real shit. That's real tech shit. Take it to its source. See, I can use workhorse gear, you know what I'm saying, and get different interfaces for my, content. If you want to get into XLR mics and shit, broadcasting news using computers and files and data. See, laptops is data usage. That's cloud data. You don't actually have a computer. It's nothing wrong. Let me tell you something. It's nothing wrong live streaming from a laptop. I'm gonna tell you from my experience. When you get screenshots on people in chat rooms, you can delete those anytime and put some new ones up. I like that screenshot on this phone for Google. This is a LG. This is a LG, by the way. If I get the Pixel, oh my god, man, woo! That's gonna be my next upgrade. If I get that and it lasts long and I don't use much and I just use Discord, hey, have at it. Have at it. Man, I gotta upgrade my password and shit so I can use it on the computer. I want to use Discord on the computer. Memorize the password. Once I get that straight squared away, you already know what it is. Yeah, yeah. Love Discord. Discord is not only you in a group, you can post a lot of shit about news and shit. Make sure it's appropriate. But anyways, but that's it for the tech talk piece of the live stream. I enjoy it and it's been real with y'all. Like, yeah, I just showed y'all my little workhorse right here. I got more to come. So I may show y'all the Samsung Q2U that I use on panels over at Oni's and Dre's, acting a damn fool, and it clips a lot when I laugh. I want to try to use it on the XLR key. But my thing is about that. That's the mic I love using. It's something about that mic I love using on panels on a USB. But I will get the XLR. I got the XLR that came with it, and then I'm gonna get the interface for it. Once I get the interface for it, I'm gonna see how it sounds like, and if I want to test it on a recorder, if I like what I hear, if I like what I fucking hear, stay in XLR. Say no more. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, man. I love it. I'm understanding how to, get this thing done. So XLR has its purpose. Do certain cables break on XLR? Absolutely. You got good ones, you got bad XLR cables. It depends on the microphone. It's the build. I'm learning about that too. I'm learning everything, and then the cameras too. Dre showed me about cameras with the Rode with the lapels, the shotgun mics. Diddy's got them. You got Rode and you got Diddy. They got good products. There's a lot of good products out there. I ain't investing no cameras anytime soon. I'll eventually get one for a pre-record and talk to y'all longer. I love pre-records. I love it. This right here is just it's a live stream, me camming up. It's the best you're gonna get. It's the best you're gonna get. Appreciate you. What's going on, May? Salute, salute. It's the best you're gonna get. People ain't gonna stop trolling me. Fuck them. They mad. I hardly ever show my shit on StreamYards anyway. They know what I look like. Just watch these are important. This is evergreen content right here because I talk about various things. This is what I do. If I was somewhere else and talk to y'all live, get on the cell phone and be on the live. See, I can get views off of this. The StreamYards not so much. Depends on the subject matter. People gonna watch it in your room. I learned that the hard way. So I know how to do fuckery streams and talk bad about people. That's easy. But me being consistent doing different content, I got content, people gonna listen to you. So what I'm learning now from that situation over Juan G, shouts out to him. He's doing great. Keep doing your fucking thing, my man. We're gonna be back at it. So we gonna be best over here. We're gonna do the fuck we're gonna do over here. I'm gonna stay out of that bullshit because if they challenge me, we're gonna crush them. And that's it. I stick it with the politics. It's my field. I'm gonna stick with it. I crush them with that. Everything else it don't matter. We'll address niggas. We address everybody. I just get them with the screenshots. They can't fuck with me on the screenshots. And add content to it. Oh, it's over. Man, why you showing those screenshots, man? You ain't shit. I always win the screenshot wars. Good trying to say we got manosphere wars. The fuck out of here. I said I want to tell that to Good today ain't no manosphere war. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Y'all, you know what I would call them? Incel wars. I'm gonna start calling it that. I'm not gonna do that. That's too petty. That's too petty. It's too petty. That's too petty. People get mad. Why does he call us incels? I said incelian wars. And they gonna get mad at me for saying this shit. Oh man, they gonna hate my ass. Cause I already got 8. Yeah, Punani Crusades. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to talk about that. And Rona gave me an idea, just a topic. Them niggas gonna get mad at me. I got 8 dislikes that came from the crowd. I already know what that's like. And on here too. When I get 8 dislikes, y'all, you put me in the algorithm. Even if they took the dislike button, I still can see that you're putting me in the algorithm. You know what that means? You put me in a different light, you dummies. I laugh at y'all. Y'all soft. Shouts out to the advisor. Y'all niggas are soft. I talk about everybody. They get roasted, and that's it. Kevin don't care. Kevin don't care. Quaz is scared. He watches my shit. He don't care. As long as I ain't slandering the man, as long as I ain't screaming at the man, like we in the same state. He travels everywhere. He's got different homes in other places in around the world. This is his main home. He's got businesses here. We can meet in person if we want. If he offers the shit, that's it. Outside of that, I'm good. He's over there, I'm over here. So yeah, man. Broadband supremacy wars. Yeah, I like shit like that. Or flaky knuckle wars. Yeah, yeah. See, Rona give me ideas, man. God damn. It's silly shit, man. But it's a topic. Perfume wars. Hell yeah. See, y'all get me thinking, man. Like these niggas is funny, man. They're hilarious to me, man. I I can't take these dudes serious. But then they want to challenge me and try to troll me with this hat, man. I want to get a different hat and I want to piss niggas off. Them Chucks versus the Republicans. Demi Cucks versus the Republicans. Yeah. Desert Storm Cologne Wars. Yeah. See, all in here trolling now. But that's the dogs across the pond on the other side of the house howling. He wants attention. So, but shouts out to the advisor once again, man. That was a great show last night. We had our segment. He said we forgot about one segment. Utah. Utah. Yeah, our little segment. But the petty horns is what get me. Dun 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 dun. When people left the chat, I know he said, "What Kevin said, the Kevin said." He's a tender dick Templar Wars. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But shouts out to Cuda, man. He needs to keep doing his thing. Yeah, I love the petty horns too. But yeah, Cuda is doing his thing, man. I'm glad he kicked that certain individual off. And I saw that restream. It was good until 8 hours. He was trying to do another marathon and ain't gonna happen, bro. That's 2 years ago, bro. You need to calm that down. If I was Cuda, I'd do it 6 to 7 hours. Just cut the shit. I don't do marathon streams. I mean, shouts out to him. That's his thing. We good over here. Kuda, if you listen to this, we good over here, okay? I'm in the villain sphere. You over there with that shit. That's cool. Ain't no quarrels over here. Nah. You just another content creator. I'm not gonna go against. I already know how you get when I troll you. Uh should I say last year with that MOT shit. We're gonna leave that alone because MOT, I call that man 3 syllables. That's who he is. I ain't paying him no mind. He's bad at me for some bullshit that don't really matter, man. We can kill that in a conversation. We can just end this shit. It's not even that serious, bro. Same with Fantastic. I mean, I ain't studying that nigga, man. Fitnelli, I don't care. I don't like his cooning shit. I'm gonna call him out on it, but we gonna leave. I'm gonna leave him alone. So them two, I'm just gonna let them be because I ain't got no angst for them. My angst with them is over. That's you know what that is. Last year and 2 years ago, it don't like you niggas over there. I'm not part of that weirdo shit. I'm in the villain sphere. I've done addressing them. They ain't gonna do nothing. They already got me blocked. They already mad for some shit that I don't really care nothing about. I'm still gonna troll them, but it's just what it is. I said, this nigga over here, man. I ain't gonna get mad. I ain't gonna get mad. Oh shit, rose up. Okay. Anyways, y'all, it's my cue to go. So shouts out to everybody, Wacky, Ronan, Mace, Absalom Pianki TV, and who else came through? No World Swirl and War Master. Appreciate you coming through. Lady Love, Toya, the ultimate tutorer herself. Who else came through? Who else came through? Joey, known as Joe W. Appreciate y'all, man. So I'm signing off. Oh hell, Grace Skull, and I'm out.